Governor Tim Walz is now calling on the government to send millions of dollars to businesses impacted by Operation Metro Surge, even as the state continues dealing with massive welfare fraud that has already cost taxpayers billions of dollars. So after Border Czar Tom Homan announced the federal immigration operation was ending in Walz's home state, the governor proposed a $10 million relief plan. And the idea here is to offer forgivable loans to Minnesota businesses that were affected by the surge in federal immigration enforcement that started in December. Walz argued that the federal government should cover the damage, saying essentially they need to pay for what they broke here.
And we're going to be proposing a reinstitution of our small business emergency fund. It's what we used very successfully during COVID in the recovery and the economic recovery that we saw in Minnesota that outpaced most of the rest of the country. We're going to be proposing a first-time $10 million one-time targeted loans, forgivable loans that we know, and I want to be very clear, is a very small piece of this, but what I am going to challenge as we get ready to start here in a few days, the legislative session, this legislative session needs to be about recovery of the damage that's been done to us. The federal government needs to be responsible. You don't get to break things and then just leave without doing something about it.
Now, officials, they are still calculating the total impact, but estimates made by the Star Tribune suggested Minneapolis businesses were losing between $10 million and $20 million per week in sales. So under the proposal, businesses with annual revenue between $200,000 and $4 million could qualify, and loans would range from $2,500 to $25,000. And after 1 year, up to half could be forgiven if requirements are met. As we know, Minnesota is currently under investigation for what's believed to be roughly $19 billion in fraudulent welfare and tied to pandemic programs. In recent years, dozens of people have been prosecuted over large-scale fraud schemes involving food assistance and autism services. And federal prosecutors, they say hundreds of millions were stolen, with separate investigations also looking into fraud in the daycare system. Not surprisingly, Walz's new proposal drew backlash from Republicans in his state. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer wrote, quote, "Breaking, Tim Walz opens up a new avenue for fraud in Minnesota." And Minnesota Senator Michael Holstrom said, quote, "This is an immediate no from me. Minnesota taxpayers do not deserve to have more money stolen from them." Now the debate shifts to legislature, whether taxpayers should fund relief for businesses hurt by a federal operation while the state continues to recover money lost to massive fraud.